Welcome back to Almost Above Average with your host, Chris McIntyre. In today's engaging episode, we navigate through some technical difficulties before diving deep into a rich discussion about creativity, collaboration, and the journey of filmmaking. I'm thrilled to welcome James Lett III and Carolyn Lett from Lett Filmz, along with Carolyn and Country McCrea from M&M Publications. Together, we explore their inspiring journey in the film industry, focusing on their exciting project, the Sneakin Deacon. We'll discuss the origins of their collaboration, the significance of storytelling, and the challenges they face in balancing personal and professional lives as filmmakers. This conversation shines a light on the importance of community and support, particularly within the realm of Black filmmakers, and highlights their vision for a creative hub in Chicago. James and Carolyn will share their insights on method acting, teamwork, and the innovative process of turning written works into films. Their passion and dedication to their craft are truly inspiring, and you won't want to miss their stories of overcoming challenges and achieving dreams. So stay locked in as we check in with them throughout the filming and production processes of the Sneakin Deacon. Sit back and relax and get ready for an engaging conversation that promises to inspire. Now let's go to the conversation between Carolyn and Country McCrea and James and Carolyn Lett.
I was worried about the technical difficulties that we were having. But hey guys, how you guys doing?
Hey, everything
doing good.
Good Friday reunion with the five of us, man. I can't be in a better place.
Nice Black Friday.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm excited. So today we got Lett Filmz in the house with Carolyn and James.
Yes.
And we got M&M Publications in the house with Carolyn and Country McCrea. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Almost Above Average again.
Yes, thank you for the hottest podcast in the Carolinas.
You know that's right.
Yes, most definitely. Hanging out with Chris.
That's all right.
That's right. Chilling with Chris. Well, that's awesome. You guys have been pretty busy online. I see you guys posting a lot of stuff. I see James posting a lot, making a lot of videos, making a lot of content. I love seeing that. So what are you guys working on right now?
It's every day,
It's got to be.
I wake up, I'm like, man, I got to put something together to put out to the world,
Right.
Remember me.
I love your content. You make some really good stuff, some really dope videos. I think our mix of our creativity goes well together.
Yeah.
I like what you're producing. It gives me good ideas.
Yes, it does. Chris, when the vision that I had when I first met James Lett III and his wife Carolyn, it was already a vision that was in my mind when I would talk to you about the situation as well. And I feel like, hey, this is a great, awesome team. Everybody is looking to strive to the top, and everybody is very professional with attitude and everything. And I feel together there is nothing that we can't do. It was a blessing to have James Lett and Miss Lett in my life, man. The way we met was crazy. I shared with you, Chris. I did a Shark Tank on Black filmmakers, and some people shunned me, some people promoted me, but the only person reached out was James Lett III and his wife, Miss Lett, Carolyn Lett. And man, ever since then, everything has been working how it's supposed to work. Yes. Dreams are coming true.
Yes.
We just met in Chicago. They showed us the greatest of hospitality. And hey, I'm gonna let James tell you the rest. Everything is going good. We're trying to do the movie The Sneakin Deacon. So it's looking good so far. Everything takes time, but get ready. It's gonna be a blockbuster.
So The Sneakin Deacon, that was the book that you wrote and M&M Publications published. So that is the movie that you took to the Shark Tank where you met James. Is that true?
And I also seen him in this acting of Little Caesar, in the movies that he acted in. And I said, there go my deacon. I said, there go my deacon.
That's what they say, alter ego, direct. But I came from an acting background.
Okay.
And I was acting, I would sit around. I was a daydreamer growing up. So when they tell us most background actors, they have you sit and wait. So while I'm sitting and waiting, I would be going over to whoever's on lights and I'd be asking them why they're doing this and that. And whoever on sound and ask them why they're doing that. And while they tell me, I'm picking up stuff. And lo and behold, I'm using the same stuff that somebody was telling me to create these things that we're doing, the movies, the films, shorts, anything.
Just be creative. You were, how did you get into acting? Were you always into acting?
It's a funny story. I had a concussion at work. And long story, so I don't want to explain that. But after I got over the concussion, I just felt like, I kind of thought I died during the concussion because my body went numb and I'm looking up at the sky. And that changed me. That made me want to start, even though I had a job with my free time, make it worthwhile. I was already promoting parties and going live on Facebook, doing a show called the Hustle Hill Mixtape Show. And the director, George Burton, saw me live and he inboxed me and said he wanted me to be the mayor-elect of his movie Prayer, which he's still working on and it's getting done now. But this was
Nice.
7 years ago. And basically, I went to a table read and I met Mimi Wallace. She was sitting across from me and she had a play that was in Taste the Theater by Victor Gully. So I ended up over here at this play and they had a week boot camp where it was an actor's boot camp where you did acting with the stars, monologue reading. They put you in all these situations and I met all these people from all over the United States. And that's how Miss Kay Abrams sent me an email and told me to fill it out. And I ended up his background on Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, Chicago PD, Chicago.
That's so cool.
I ended up as a featured artist on Chicago PD, crime scene photo. They killed me and took pictures of me on the ground. And then I also did a featured role on Empire with Terrence Howard and
no shit. You were on Empire?
Like right here away from me in the club. And it was Roger P's birthday. But while I was sitting there, I was up for the role Little Caesar. And we filmed it. We talked about it with Billy Ray Valentine. And we talked about it. And while I'm sitting here with Terrence Howard, I know I got a big move to make because I'm a lead in this movie, Little Caesar. And I'm plunging in everything I can get from this guy. And I kind of use some of that stuff in the movie as my to build out. So that's how I started acting, but it continued and continued.
Right. Well, it's an easy story that you started a film company coming from an acting background. So that makes a lot of sense. That was a natural progression, really, right?
Yeah. But, some people just want to be actors. But the difference with me is I grew up as what you call an artist. I was always drawing, doing poetry. I was, like I said, I daydreamed. So I was always looking at something and I was always thinking. So that's like with a camera, you're always looking at something and you're thinking for the next move before it happens and you're trying to capture it.
Right.
So I think that's like training when you're growing up. I got in trouble for daydreaming. My mom would, get on me because the teacher said he stuck out the window somewhere and not paying attention.
Right. Dude, that's a very similar story to like how I came up making content. If I look back at my life from right now, like I've been making content my entire life, like writing, drawing, like in class and stuff like that. Most of my work came from looping beats on tapes to make my own instrumentals and then writing songs over them.
Yeah.
Same, right?
You my carbon copy, my brother.
I know, that's what I was saying, dude, when you were telling that story.
What do you know about that?
I got that.
Don't start now. Won't be now. See,
dude, that's awesome.
And I think when hip hop started too, Breaking, Breaking to Electric Boogaloo, Beach Street, these movies came out, and at a critical time in my life, I was young enough to pick up this culture, and not only that, I could rap with the finest because I keep this and I do this. See, when you're a writer, it's different than somebody that's punching it in. They punching verses in. They say a line and then they say all this other stuff and they start pasting the copy. We didn't have copy and paste.
No, we had to write that.
I had one radio with the, they had the one speaker and the one cassette. So I had to put those two together and do that with the tape. And then, hard and cut it up, you get a loop, but it don't sound good, but it gives you an area to practice on.
No, I did, dude, you're exactly right. I did the exact same thing. And then like I would record my vocals over one, take that tape, put it in the front tape and record backup vocals on the other. By the time the song was done, like the quality was so low, you could barely hear it, but you could hear the idea. You know what I mean? The idea was always there.
Practice ground for where you at right now.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Content wasn't a thing but when we were young. So like now, since TikTok came out, I kind of realized all the stuff that I've been doing my entire life has a place now. So I can put it there, Yeah. So that's awesome. That is cool. How about, are you guys shooting right now? You guys still shooting?
We're going to finish up the script this week. And then we're going to get into the actors. And then we're going to start shooting the interior scenes. Where you go, Chris?
Yeah.
So what are you doing for this movie, Country? What is your role in the movie making process?
Well, I'm basically the screenwriter. We went up to Chicago last month, met with James Lett and Miss Lett, and it was an awesome thing, awesome time together, the greatest of hospitality. And we went to the warehouse, to the studio shoot that he rented and stuff like that. And it was everything that I thought it was going to be and more. He knows exactly what he's doing with the content. He knows exactly what he's doing with the layout. He knows exactly what he's doing as far as utilizing the whole warehouse where it works out for everybody. And it was like a feature of so many rooms with so many sets in there. Everything was there that we needed, and I couldn't ask for a better movie director than Mr. James Lett III.
But yeah, super talented. So how does it feel to be making a movie out of a book that you wrote from your brain?
Hey, Chris, let me tell you something, man. It's like a dream has come true. Remember we on the last podcast we talked about when I used to tell people, because I was a daydreamer as well, and they used to say, "Man, stop all that daydreaming and get a job." Always told me none of that work, man. Go on and get you a 9 to 5, man. A man work every day and come home and just pay the bills, But I didn't stop that. I didn't let out my goals and dreams. I continued to pursue them. And once I started writing and telling my fictional stories about things I witnessed and experienced in the hood where I was forbidden to go to, I turned it into a book called Trickin' Ain't Easy, man, and it took the world by storm. And once Carolyn and I continued to write and write and write and publish and publish and publish, I wanted to take it to another level. So it was Labor Day weekend, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was in North Carolina, and we was going to a family reunion. And this is how I was pursuing my goals and dreams. During the family reunion, I was there, but I wasn't there due to pursuing our goals and dreams. And I did a Shark Tank on Black filmmakers. Can you hear me? And I did a Shark Tank on Black filmmakers, man. And as I share chasing my goals and dreams, some people shunned, some people promoted, but the only person that really gave me a listening ear and a caring heart was Mr. James Lett III and his wife, Miss Carolyn Lett. And it all turned into my goals and dreams coming true. And he was like, "Wow, that script there says it all, the Sneakin Deacon." And I said, "Well, I seen you on Tubi." I said, "I seen you on the movie. You are my Sneakin Deacon." So it was an honor just to be in this man and his wife's circle, man, due to all the hard pain that I was writing and saying that it wasn't going to happen. That people was down on me, and you know how I go in life. But I'm a mountain climber, you know what I mean, and I'm keep climbing and keep climbing. And once I got to that mountain where I was near the top, I ran into James Lett III at the top of that mountain, and he pulled me the rest of the way. Him and his wife.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That is interesting. How did you get involved, James? How did you get involved in this Black Shark Tank operation?
Country went to a room and they were talking about it, and basically I had to go back and read the conversation, because where I came in at, they were talking about the title of the book first of all.
Right.
I grew up in Chicago. I went to church all my life. I know about stuff that happens in church. Nobody really talk about it, but Country was talking about it, and I wanted to know more about the title, so I inboxed him. And everybody else was kind of telling him like what he needed to do, and it was kind of out of range. It wasn't even like they even read the book or asked him a question about what did it mean. And we had a sidebar, and that sidebar turned into us having a conversation that led to our friendship, that led to like a brotherhood, because it's like a day-to-day thing when you're calling somebody and he's written a book and we're trying to convert it to a script. He in Philadelphia. I'm in Chicago. This man came to Chicago with his wife, and we secured a partnership with Lisha Schaefer and Mike Watson when Bosses Link area. I get to the name of that, but they're partners, and I met them 10 years ago. Mike was a director running the camera, and Lisha was a director. Mike was the cameraman. But talking about they wanted to get this warehouse and build sets, a mini CineSpace. CineSpace in Chicago hosts Power, all the Chicago shows, Med, Fire, and this and that. But she mimicked that warehouse on a smaller scale. Here, I'm going to have to take this off of here. She mimicked this warehouse. Basically, it's other partners there, and it's a co-op, just like a building co-op. You buy in a space, and we bought into a space where we got a 24-hour access where we can go in and shoot this movie. In the next 2 weeks, we'll be building a mega church in there. So
Okay.
we start with that's the beginning scene with with the pastor and also the Sneakin Deacon, his wife. And I was just discussing with Country while we're in there, we could shoot a couple scenes we talked about as we walked around. And he reshared a video today on Facebook about what we discussed and what he was explaining can be done in these rooms. And I was telling him, well, we got another room over here. We can make it a bedroom. So a lot of sets can be built in this warehouse. And like I said, we're going to utilize it to our advantage and not just do Sneakin Deacon. Once we get that down, Country's already working on another script, but it's a television script and it's called Pop Nose, and it's near and dear to his heart. So this man is a machine with the pen, and ideas.
Oh yeah.
So let's get one down and we can get another one going. But I really want to get this Sneakin Deacon started and we can get it out the way because he's gonna take me places. I promise. He has 10 published books, so that's enough material for us to, create. And that's the main thing. The main thing is create
And don't stop.
people to work too. Um, we're gonna need a lot of actors in Chicago to help us out, and we already reached out to. I'm sorry, here, guys. I'm getting it together.
You good, man?
Reached out to James Gordon and Felice Tamara Jackson, and also Kevin Merrill.
Yes.
Julian T. Allen. He was in Little Caesar with me. Also talked to Keith Page, K Easy Grease. He's original old school rapper from Chicago that was with the Mercenaries. And also he did Walker Rufus. He was a star of Walker Rufus. I've been calling a few actors behind the scene and kind of explaining the characters to them and trying to get them signed up and get them on board. But once we bust this casting call out, we're going to fill it out. We're going to get everybody there.
That's what's up.
Pinpointing certain actors because they're great here in Chicago.
Right.
Also, and Chris, I want to add also with James Lett III, his expertise, movie directing skills, producing skills, and acting skills as well. This is just only the beginning. We're planning on even opening up all urban book writers to, come to us and we'll turn their books into movies. We have what it takes.
Yeah.
We understand people goals and dreams, and we know how hard it is too. So we're trying to get it to the point where we can be there for them. You know what I'm saying? When nobody else will, through Lett Filmz
Yeah.
promotion.
Absolutely. That's rad. It's going to be a non-stop project, huh? Dude, speaking of which, I just finished this book today from another author. He's local in Raleigh. He's the brother of a famous NBA player. Forgot his name. But while I was reading his book, I was thinking of you guys just because of like the style it was written. Like his story sounded similar to yours and Felicia's that I've written or that I've read. So maybe I can link you guys up in the future. He was a really talented writer. He came from the streets of Virginia and, did a bunch of bad stuff, kind of like all of us. And, all meanwhile, his brother was rising in the ranks and going to the NBA and becoming a millionaire. It was a really cool story.
Yes.
It's all about redemption, right?
What's that?
It's all about redemption.
Yep, exactly. I mean, that's the whole reason I have this podcast in my media company. I'm sure that your Lett Filmz has a similar story, right?
Yeah, I'm shooting my story. I'm a Polish Chicago actor.
Okay.
3 stages in my life, and I'm gonna tell my story. A lot of people just see my smile, but they don't know what's behind it.
Right. Everybody's got a story.
Long nights, they don't know the ups and downs.
Right.
And all that in life was training for what I'm going through now.
Yes.
And God has relieved me of a lot of stress, anxiety, and things that would like block you from having the control of doing what you need to do. And I wake up every day with a zest zeal to go, you know?
Yeah, that's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
Yes. And Chris, I want
So
to
when
his wife,
yo,
Miss Lett, is one of the best script
mhm.
supervisors you'll ever meet.
She's also a very good technical support for computer issues. Apparently,
Also,
she's multi-talented.
yes, and also she movies too. Pink and a few movies, Magic, and also she's going to be the silver in the book, the Sneakin Deacon, the Deacon's wife.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
my wife in real life and my wife in the movie. That's the first.
I love it.
Yeah.
Wait, it's the sneaking deacon, and you're the deacon, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna be doing a little sneaking around.
Man, I gotta do in this movie, man. I
All
got
right, no hard feelings, right, Carolyn? No hard feelings after this.
See, that's the thing. Just like in business and professional, this is personally we married. Now, personally, that'd be a different story. But business
Mm-hmm.
wise, that's business. That's a part of acting. You know what I mean? I think that you have to be one supportive and two mature enough. You know what I mean? It's acting.
wait, let me say something. See, a lot of people watch the movie, but behind the scenes, they don't know that we all joking around and cracking jokes and we friends and it's nothing intentional, it's nothing. You're not looking for nothing after that. My wife in the room. I done had scenes where I was in the bed with two different women. And my wife is right here in this room with me and she friends and we all kicked it just 5 minutes ago. And this one goal, and the goal was really to make this a great film and part of it. And when I got scripts like that, I wouldn't accept the role. I would bring the script home and let her read it. And I asked, is she okay with it? And then if she say okay, go.
So one goal, one focus, one team.
Nobody gave me a script with me in the bed with somebody, and I said, "Yeah, she gonna okay that first."
That's very respectful. I like that.
But again, it's business and personal. And as his wife, I'm here to wholeheartedly support him. So all of that take away from what he have to do. And we all grown and we mature. This
Right.
is business.
That's good. Yeah, and the only way we get ahead is if we focus on the business part and we don't let that other shit get in the way, right?
It's already hard enough striving
And
for black
professionalism.
excellence.
If you're gonna be an actor and you want to go places, you got to be professional. So that's
Right.
what I do.
Absolutely. Have you guys started shooting already?
Not yet. We're gonna start shooting in about a week. I said,
Okay.
we'll start our first scene, and we'll call you and go live.
Yeah, let's do that. It worked well when we did this book signing event. Like we did a podcast episode like every couple of weeks during the process. Maybe we'll do the same if you guys want.
I'm down with it.
When you guys are shooting, we'll do like a
Sneakin Deacon.
15, 25-minute video, and that'll be a podcast episode. That'll be cool. I would love that.
Yeah.
All right. So when you guys are finished producing it, what platforms are you guys gonna upload it to or release it on?
We're still discussing that.
Yeah.
I really would like it to go to Amazon. I would like it to go to Tubi. I would like it to be everywhere, you know?
Right.
Not just here in the United States. I would like it to go international as far as, they have it in different languages as well. So we just want to keep this secret to ourselves, get it out worldwide. I really want to go, we want to go national, but I really think that I'm going to give my all as a character. So I'm gonna tap in, and I hope that this tapping in would turn or stir something in the right direction, because it's written very well by Country and Miss Carolyn.
Nice.
I'm gonna do the best I can to bring the character to life.
Yeah. Are you doing all your video editing for the movie in Premiere Pro and Adobe?
Yeah, probably, but I think I might reach out for a little professional help with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was trying to think of how I would do a movie, and the only software that I know is CapCut. But I think I could do it. Like, I think I could make a movie with CapCut.
You just have to do it scene by scene, then paste it together.
Right. It'll be very cut and paste kind of if I do a movie. So that's awesome. I think, huh? No, you're good. So I think Tubi Tubi's pretty easy to get on. I think a couple of my friends got movies on Tubi. I wonder what the process is like to do that. I haven't
I know
explored it
you
yet.
have to format the movie to their
Screen
specifications.
sizes.
And once you format the movie, it would take about 2 to 3 months to put it on there because, you know, they release a movie as far as the quarters. It depends on when you submit it, you know.
Right.
So you got to figure out what quarters, and then once you figure out the specs for the format, you go ahead and format it, and then you submit it. And then, like I said, I would want to, because the movies that I'm in, Magic and Little Caesar, and also for Rufus, that's on a Maverick deal. So basically, that's on everything.
This would apply to you. Do you remember the movie Set It Off from the 90s?
Yeah, Set It Off. Yeah, with Jada Pinkett,
Yeah.
Queen Latifah.
So that guy, he wrote like 15 movies in the 90s. I had him on my podcast, and now we're friends. And what he does for a living now is he teaches filmmaking at there's a filmmaking school in Raleigh somewhere. He teaches filmmaking in that school, but he's also friends of mine on social media.
Right. I watched the interview with you, Mr. Pollock.
Yeah, Dale Pollock.
Yeah.
I could probably, if you guys need help with anything, I could probably enlist him.
Hey, let's see, man. I like with the interview, I was just impressed with his resume. And just having a conversation with him alone would just be enough for me. But if he want to put his hands to work, you know, we got gloves for him, right?
Right. Well, I follow him on LinkedIn, and he posts every day he posts something about filmmaking, about teaching filmmaking, tips on filmmaking. You know, it's really cool.
I'm happy to follow him on LinkedIn. I got a LinkedIn profile too.
Okay, nice.
It's just my name, James Lett.
Okay, I'll get on. I'll follow you in a little bit.
Okay.
How are you, Carolyn McCrea?
Too Carolyn.
I know. That's why I had to say McCrea. What's been going on in your world? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's good. It was kind of breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. How long do you guys think that this movie is going to take to shoot, edit, and upload?
Well, I would say I'm gonna go with 3 months.
Okay.
Go with 3 months because we just saw that breakdown, how we broke the scenes down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we just gonna start knocking stuff out, putting it in folders, scene by scene. I don't want to work too fast. I don't want to. I want to get the best quality and best sound I can and the best look.
Right.
So I've done run and gun and guerrilla shoot movies on the fly. I really look up to Spike Lee, and I like his cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I want to duplicate. I'm not going to be able to duplicate it like right away, but I know as time go by, I would get to the look I'm looking for. But right now, from filming as assistant director and also director, recently directing films, I'm seeing my work myself, and I'm seeing my work come out crystal clear. I'm seeing the movements. It's like in Karate Kid when he had Daniel's son on wax up doing all this stuff. And I was always doing everything, doing this and that. Now it seemed like I'm ready and it's all coming together, you know?
Yep.
And also, like I said, this will be like a really big part because I'm directing it and also acting in it.
Yeah. This is a big deal for you. This is like you're putting it all on the line.
Yeah, and I was just really wanting to direct it. Country, he's seen some of my work and he was impressed with my work.
Mm-hmm.
The character I played in Little Caesar, he was real greasy, so he's just like the same level as the Sneakin Deacon, you know? So this is like a no-brainer. It's like, okay, you just a greasy guy.
Yeah. Country, I haven't read the book yet. Give us a little teaser on the plot of the book. What is the story about? I mean, we can kind of guess from the title, right?
And then run in with the camera.
Man, I need to get my wife involved in my business. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Dude, just knowing you guys, like you, Country, you and Carolyn, your energy has always inspired me. I love that you guys are doing this together. I love that you're creating this company and you're doing everything together. You're traveling together. Then you introduced me to James and Carolyn in the same you guys got the same energy. Now I'm missing a wife that's helping me out. What's going on with that? No, she will. I know, that's awesome. That is great. That's perfect. Well, hell yeah. Thank you guys. Hey, I'm glad.
It's mutual. It go both ways, man. It go both ways, man. I'm glad that we God allowed us all to meet, to hang out, to figure out what we need to do and get it done, you know?
Yeah. I'm truly grateful to meet all of you guys. You know, we're all kind of doing the same thing, and I'm fortunate to have you guys in my life right now. So I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being on Almost Above Average. We'll do it. Let's do it again when you guys start shooting, and we can do like some behind the scenes stuff. I think that'll be cool. So where can
the chat group together? So we're gonna keep that going.
Yeah. We'll keep that up. So tell my listeners where they can find Lett Filmz and the stuff that you've created.
Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, X. Just type in Lett Filmz, or my name, James Lett, Lett the third, III, and Carolyn Lett. Most of the time I post all hooked up, so you can catch us together all the time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instagram, I'm under James Lett the Actor, Chicago. You'll see it there. Lett Filmz is on there. We also had promotions. That was for a promotion company that we had before all this film stuff. I was a rap promoter, and the Lett stood for Live Entertainment Tickets and Tours.
Okay.
We, setting up live entertainment, and I would be selling tickets, and we were bringing in acts from out of town to Chicago on tour. Basically, that would tour.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's where it came from. And then I started being an actor, and then once I started being an actor and wanted to take my creativity to another level, I just incorporated Lett Film.
Okay. Perfect. Where can the audience find M&M Publications? Yeah, that's right.
That's most important.
Google it. You can find us.
Google me.
Right on. Every platform you can get a podcast, Almost Above Average is on it.
Almost Above Average.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, let's try to plan on doing this again when you guys are shooting.
Yes, sir.
Does that work for you guys?
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Almost Above Average. If you enjoyed our conversation with James Lett III and Carolyn Lett, please share this episode with your friends and leave us a 5-star review. Your support helps us grow and continue bringing great content. Please don't forget to follow the podcast to stay updated on the journey of making the Sneakin Deacon. We'll be checking in throughout the filming and production processes, and you don't want to miss it. Until next time, keep dreaming and keep creating, and this is Almost Above Average.